I'm the kind of counselor that I'm not so great at talking about me. Uh, I go into like deer in the headlights kind of stuff, which steps into me finding myself and all these things. So I recently realized I'm neurodivergent.
Mm.
I It makes so much sense. So kind of this is going to be all over the place. So yes, I have a private practice. It's all online now because work-life balance, it works better for me. And when it works better for me, I work better. And that totally aligns with what Meg was saying, that we have to identify where our boundaries are, the people we work best with, the people who recharge us. So I set really good business boundaries. I've got my private practice. I provide EMDR. It's all online. And so I work with trauma, depression, anxiety, compassion fatigue.
Mm.
And the compassion fatigue, I feel like I understand therapists best because I'm a therapist, but I also work with psychiatrists, nurse practitioners, anyone who's a helper really. And like Meg was saying, I totally agree. Anyone can get burned out. So really we could help with those types of things because I've been burned out before. I had to find a way through, and I know each person's path is unique, but I will be there to help them walk through that. And then that kind of segues into neurodivergence,
Mm.
finding myself, and business coaching. So in my business coaching business, which has all come to like this point of I don't know what to say. I call it the Nerdiverse. So I started Business for Nerds, which is under Attainable Vision. And that is where I teach therapists and other business owners how to build businesses that they love, that works better with them and their lives. And, so they have kids. Okay, how are we going to work all this out so you can build a business and also be okay and manage all the things? I can help with that. So part of what I'm doing is bridging, I think a lot of us forgot the fun side of life.
Mm.
And Meg brought up internal family systems theory, the inner child. I feel like when I started my career, I suppressed a lot of that. I stopped playing music as much. Why did I do that?
Mm.
I stopped creating as much. Why did I do that? Probably because I didn't have time. And then, I had to put on the professional self. But, there's a point where the professional self, there's more to us than the professional self.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So that's what the Nerdiverse is about. You love games. Okay, let's talk about games and somehow connect that to business. I do have a way to do that and I blog about it, but it's difficult to summarize. So you really just have to check out my blog post.
I love it. So where do we find your blog post?
Substack.
Substack.
Business for Nerds. I forget the exact URL. Just search for Business for Nerds or Brie-Anna Willey and I should show up.
That's wonderful. Do you keep everything on Substack? How else do we find you?
Yeah, my blog posts are all on Substack. Attainable Vision is our main hub. So that's like, because we work with corporate professionals and my business partner does that and it's all businessy. But then my little side slice is like Nerdiverse. So you're going to see a variety of things. But yeah, so Attainable Vision, so it's attainablevision.com, attainablevision.biz, attainablevision.org.
Oh, geez.
And then I just bought a new one for businessfornerds.com, but I'm building that. So
nice.
Stay tuned, and you can find me at shekinahcounseling.com.
Can you spell that?
Yes. How do you spell it? Shekinah.
Nice.
Shekinah. Yes.
And what does Shekinah mean?
That is actually, so I'm a Christian and I played in a band that we named Shekinah back in the day. So that was where, I said I completely stopped playing music.
Yeah.
That was me. It just, I love music, but I just didn't have time for that. My master's degree, all the
Sure.
things. So, but I named it after the band and because I believe in bringing my higher power into like helping me manage my business. So that was a lot of that. And then also I provide Christian counseling, but only if requested.
Mm,
So yeah,
that's
so
very
that's what
cool.
that is.
So when you said you played music, first thing that went through, I mean, I knew this about you that you were in a band, but the first thing that went through my mind was, oh yeah, I don't really play music anymore either. But that's really I'm going to turn on Pandora and listen to music, right? I don't play music. So you said,
Oh,
you literally played. What did you play? What was your instrument, or what did you do? What did you sing? What did you do?
a little bit of a lot of things. So I play a little keyboard. My main thing's guitar, and I think I love acoustic the most because it doesn't involve a lot of steps. Like the electric involves like you got to get this set up and that, but you can just pick up an acoustic, and maybe that works better with my
Yeah,
brain. Like it's easier,
yeah.
and then the sound of it too. I love that wholesome. I don't even know, folky, but you can bring it in with like some indie music type of sound. So, but
So
yeah, it's still been a while. I have my guitar right over there on the other side of the room. And
wow.
I don't know. I'm
And
doing some electronic music right now where I'm using like a system. And I actually created my intro for my podcast on the electronic app. So
that's so cool.
yeah, another nerd out
I
thing.
was going to
But
say,